Hey, what's up, guys? Round 2 of Bike Rush's tournament here. We've got on the left side UnitX, the purple GDF. On the right side, Goldman is the orange GDF. I get a little bit of a break here. I just beat my eyes, so I'm gonna decompress a bit and steal these guys' builds. Let's see. Already we've got Goldman going for 2 refinery, and it looks like UnitX for 3. So 2 refinery usually means some sort of rush coming. Let's see if, oh, he might be able to, yeah, he's going to place one down now, actually. Didn't have the radius at first. Goldman is going to try some cheeky stuff over here to try to get this TPC, but UnitX is going to be ready for it. So he's going to get an engineer, in the scout in the building. So that's going to zone him out at least. But he's going to try to get this guy over here to prevent the engineer capture, which is incredibly annoying. Same thing over here, though. UnitX going to try to hunt down that field scout to deny the TPC as well. He's got to be fast about it, though, because this engineer is already coming up. This is going to completely deny the engineer unless UnitX can kill that scout. Oh, he's not doing the same, though. He's going to let the engineer in. I don't know why he's not pressuring this. He's got to do the same. Let's see. I mean, yeah, he knows the end. He knows the scout's up there because he lost the barracks, the fortification up here. So he's gonna try to get really cheeky and slide it in from the left, but I don't think that's gonna do it, dude. Yeah. Oh, that's really tough. There's no way you can get that in there. I don't know why he tried. Now he's gonna be incredibly behind instead of just putting his engineer in there and throwing a scout up there to kill this. So instead, he's gonna have to settle for just the mission control. Both guys doing the same build. Goldman's actually a little bit faster in this mission control. It's about 5-6 seconds ahead. Not a huge difference, but with that engineer snipe, every second is amplified a bit. Any satellites yet? Looks like no, they're just going for standard stuff. Goldman actually sold his refineries without going for the fast development doctrine. I wasn't aware he did that, actually. Goldman's seeing a drone op, which is pretty weird. He must be wondering why. There's some drone ops coming out. I don't know what UnitX is building them for. Let's check out his vision. Yeah, I don't know what these are for. Some more scouts probably would have been fine, but maybe he's expecting a sentinel scout to try to deny it. Speaking of Sentinel Scout, UnitX is sending his over. He's probably going to get inside the base over here. He's almost going to lose another engineer. Yeah, kill that freaking scout up there, and then you can capture that. Kill it with the Sentinel, dude. Dude, send it up. Right now, send the Sentinel right here, kill the scout, get the engineer in the building. It's not worth playing games down here with this. You're not even going to have vision on it. If he notices this, he's just going to snipe the engineer again, dude. He's really lucky. Goldman wasn't paying attention. He was a little late. Okay, satellite coming up now for UnitX. Goldman does not have one yet. Yeah, Goldman usually likes to mass tier 1 vehicles and infantry. It's hard to stop, especially on this map. This is, I would probably favor Goldman in this map. It's one of his favorites, but there is some potential here. Okay, that's what he's doing. He's sending the drone ops to kill this guy, so that's a good play. Sentinel Scout gets in here, he sees the satellite. Goldman sees the satellite, that is. If you look at the army count, though, Goldman's kind of in the lead there. So UnitX isn't going to be able to do much for a little bit. That is a good pick-off, though. See, like, he got to kill this, or it's eventually going to kill the TPC. Even a field scout can do that if you don't take care of it. Yeah, there you go. Army count still favoring Goldman slightly, going up to a second war factory. going a fast data core. That's wild. I wonder if he's going for Trebs already. This is a really interesting map. I had a very long GDF mirror on this map with Ravenhelm the other day. Top 10 GDF is really good. So once you get into Trebs on this map, it's really easy to lock off the whole map. Goldman finally getting a satellite. Harvester count, by the way, is also in favor of Goldman. That's why he likes to get to this expansion fast and not go satellite for a bit. So his economy is going to be pretty far ahead of UnitX. Even if this guy comes up, it's not... he is definitely behind. So he can't afford the trebuchets yet, so I'm not sure if he's going to be getting the Tempest pod. You need 30 intel for that Tempest pod upgrade. Goldman's sending some infantry up here, though. I don't know if he scouted this, or he's just killing his fortification. Oh, okay, so Goldman is sending his guys up here preemptively in case UnitX comes up to the side, which it looks like he's thinking about. It's third barracks for Goldman, third barracks, third barracks, third factory. Both guys got their comms bonus on these fields. Goldman's still ahead in economy, though. I would throw down another refinery, though. Like, these harvesters are doing a lot of waiting here. They're not really mining as efficiently as they could. So, like, he's got the 2 harvester lead, but he's only up by a little bit in income rate. So, it doesn't matter how many harvesters you have. If you don't have enough refineries, they're not going to be doing anything. You really shouldn't have 2 sitting there full. Yeah, see, he's even getting passed by UnitX now. It's basically the same income at the moment. Specialist pod for UnitX. Let's see what Goldman has. Riot pod. That's a bit late for Riot pod, but it still could do well. Oh, he's already got a Treb out. Okay. Yeah, even against Trebs, this should do pretty well. Oh, this is a good timing. He put this Tempest turret up. This should be able to hold it. So Riot vans can break some trebuchets, but we're gonna see how this goes here. Yeah, really pretty late on that siege up, but it should. Yeah, good job targeting the infantry. That's entire blob's gonna die. That's gonna totally shut down this attack from Goldman. Peacekeepers is well out, so it's gonna try to mop up the rest of the infantry. That's a really crazy shot. He's gonna get rid of this guy and siege him up. Unsiege him and send him up to the units, though, if he wants to counterattack. He's not going to get this done without the trebuchet. This is not a very smart attack right now. He's going to lose a lot of stuff if he keeps pushing too hard. Goldman is totally fine to hold this position. No comms for UnitX, by the way. Let's see what Goldman's got. He's just got 1 riot medic, no comms officer because he didn't go specialist, and no comms org from either side either. MCV packing up. Goldman's preparing to move over here, get this expansion. Great splitting by UnitX. He is denying this. Oh, he does get the stun off, I think. Yeah. It was great splitting for a bit, but the stun's going to come in. Siege this guy. Siege this. Yeah, he's pretty late on the sieging. This might cost him this fight. The trebuchet is so good, though. Goldman doesn't get the kill on it. He dove too far. Now he's going to have to retreat again. That's such a clutch. Such a clutch trebuchet. He's very close to losing that fight. Getting some drones. Does he have the... Okay, that's interesting. He actually went for full left tree instead of the full right tree. That gives you a better range and attack for the trebuchet on marked targets. So that would have been good to have in this fight, but... He's still pushing pretty hard. Goldman's been underestimating Trebs lately, so this might be punishing for him. Scrambler comes out, so that could... Let's see, does he have enough? He does not have enough intel yet for the Tempest chaff, so he's going to kind of just sit here for a bit until he gets that. Still no. Still no. You need 40 intel for it. Okay, he's got it. He's probably going to move in now. This is the thing though, in GDF mirrors, your really only option without having trebuchets themselves is riot vans, and all of his riot vans are dead, and he's very late on the trebuchet, as you can see. So this isn't going to do it, it's going to get killed immediately. Trebuchet's going to town now. I don't think there's any way Goldman can stop this. He's going to retreat down here. Maybe he can survive if he, well, if UnitX finds this MCV, it's all over. But he might be able to get some trebs up here and hard defend this location. Okay, he's got this up, repair base, so he could theoretically hold this, but it's still going to be very hard. UnitX already has his expansion up here, so he's, you can see he's pretty in the lead in economy, harvesters and everything. So, oh wow, he's actually counterattacking. I don't think this is going to work, but he may feel he has to. Tempest artillery coming in. I don't think this is going to kill the core, but it should kill at least the barracks. Oh, he didn't. He should have centered it on the core, man. That would have killed it. Goldman counterattack coming in. No shield maintenance from either side, which I also don't like. That can be really helpful, especially when you're going trebs, so it can sustain the trebuchets with the heal pod, as well as just giving you some anti-drone. But yeah, this is going to be it. There's no way Goldman can hold this though. GG UnitX. Great game one. Okay, game two here. UnitX is up 1-0. We're gonna see some crazy shit on this map. So my eyes, what he just did is so we've been doing the, if you saw my last video, we've been doing the MCB expand down here. But what my eyes just did is he captured the merc camp, he threw a barracks, and he threw a satellite, so he can actually reach a refinery right here without even having to move his MCV. So you can actually still move your MCV up to this corner, which is crazy. So you get both expansions at once. If it's scouted and dealt with, I'm pretty sure you can kill the satellite, but it's still a great scout. It's still a great play if you're not seeing it coming. UnitX is going for 2 barracks here. He's going to try to get some engineer snipes in, I think. This is what he's been doing to get some fast scouts out in both directions. So I don't think Goldman's going to be ready for that. Goldman is sending 3 scouts to the middle. I wonder if he's going to try to get this merc camp here. I don't think either of those guys have tried that before, but they're definitely both aware of the MCB move down here at least. So UnitX going to go for that TPC down here. He is not going to get into this guy up here though. Goldman's going to be able to capture that and get his TPC. Goldman not going to be able to contest this though. He's going to have 4 field scouts. Is a crazy amount to go. He's going to have total. Yeah, it's pretty important with the new meta to have total control of this middle, especially even at the start. So going 4 field scouts is honestly a good play. Losing that one is pretty bad though, since you've invested so much in the field scouts. So probably should have paid attention to that, but. He did kill 2 more. He did kill 2 of Goldman, so that's good. He's gonna get in these. Oh, the engineer! Oh no, he's not noticing it. The engineer. Oh, Goldman doesn't notice it either. Oh my god, what's going on? He gets the guard tower up. Run! No, he's gonna die now. He thought. Ah, oh, man. It's gonna die. One more shot. That's crazy. That's really good for UnitX. So Goldman was going for the merc camp. I don't know what he was going to do with it, but now that plan is totally dead. He's going to play from behind now. Guard tower here in case some engineer shenanigans come out. Sometimes what Goldman will do is he'll either capture this or send a couple of drone ops up here to kill this. But yeah, this is a... So UnitX is even going to see this now. He's going to see the MCV move. So he's going to know exactly what Goldman's doing. Let's see if he does the same here. see where he goes. Okay, he is going to move forward also. It should be the correct choice. He's only going to be a little later than Goldman because of the extra barracks, but I think he'll be okay. Goldman's going to see this also. So both guys know that their MCV expanding nearly at the same time. Yeah, that's smart. You got to throw it a little. You can't put it too close here, because the idea is you slowly build and crawl up to this field later. So you want the MCV kind of as far north as you can to help with that build crawl. Neither of these guys have the marking doctrine yet, so they're not getting some free intel for marking buildings and stuff at the moment with the Sentinel. That's something I've been doing in a few of my matches, and it works really well for getting some fast intel units. Let's see, Goldman's actually up a harvester due to that extra barracks from UnitX, so he's not totally behind at the moment, but the engineer snipe certainly hurts for a bit. It's interesting though, because if you think about it, maybe that investment's not worth it, because that extra barracks means you're getting down here pretty late. So you can see Goldman's got 6 harvesters now. So I feel like you've got to do more damage if you go for an extra barracks, to be honest, because this map especially can be punishing if you don't know exactly what your opponent's doing. UnitX does have a good army though. He's going to be able to fight Goldman off. No pressure from him. He's got to catch up in his economy though. He's going to be pretty behind. So yeah, like I said, the first building's going to go as far north as possible, that vehicle bay. And then he'll probably throw his satellite here next, so he'll only need one more building to get the refinery up here. TPC maybe going to go down. Goldman's army is slightly bigger. I think he can fight this. Yeah, he's got more field scouts and a sentinel. So yeah, TPC's going to go down. Economy definitely in favor of Goldman at the moment, so I think he's caught up. More intel too, which is important. UnitX doesn't have any sentinels yet. I'm surprised he's that... Okay, he built another harvester, that's why. So he went 5 in his main base. Yeah, he was really late with the sentinels. I don't think I would have gone for another harvester there. He might be dead because of this. Grenades are good though. He must have a satellite missed, yeah. Okay, he's got specialist pod, but... Okay. The drones are all dead from Goldman, that's why he's pulling back for a bit to let those recharge. But this is still a pretty deadly attack here. The grenade's gonna be clutch though. He has something to kill it at the moment. Really aggressive with this beacon barracks placement. I think Goldman's gonna break him. I don't think he can hold this, yeah. Grenades, gotta target the drone ops. 2 GATs go down, which is nice. Yeah, Goldman's got too much. This is a good attack. With this comms now, he's not going to be able to get... He's going to be able to break him easy, yep. Yeah, so too much tech. Too many buildings, and not enough units. That's basically it. Going for this late expansion here, you have to have units to back it up. You can't afford to be late on your expansion and go to tech, so... The specialist pod was certainly not a good choice also. It's just too late for that. So, not what I expected on this map, but still a pretty interesting game. Oh, he's got snipers out actually. That I didn't notice those. I mean, it would have been nice if he got them out earlier, but it's not really possible to get them earlier, so I mean, he's kind of... I'm not sure what he's still holding on here for, to be honest. Turn my music down for next game before I forget. Yeah, GG Goldman. Good sense there to know that UnitX didn't have enough stuff and that he should go for a hard push. He knew he was slightly ahead on economy, so he could also afford to do that more than UnitX. You can see he eventually pulled away there at the end. He also went for a lot more field scouts, I believe. Yeah, so those field scouts are going to be deadly against, especially since UnitX went so many, UnitX went a lot of drone ops, so those field scouts are going to counter them really heavily. Ah, he changed colors. That's annoying. They both changed colors. Alright, game 3 here, tied at 1-1. Left side, we got UnitX and the yellow GDF, and in the dark greenish, we got Goldman on the right. I am honestly not sure what to expect in this map. I haven't seen these guys play this one, I don't think. My guess is UnitX is going to go Riot Pod. So satellite timing is going to be very important on this map, because they're both going to pretty much do the same expansion, just move after factory, I think. Move their MCV after factory. Okay, Goldman actually going a field scout first instead of engineers. So you can actually get 2 engineers first and get them safely in here, in these 2, without getting harassed. But Goldman's still going to send a field scout out here just so he can get to these buildings first. Yeah, so UnitX is just going engineers first. Goldman can actually get this one if he wants, but he's probably going to go for... Oh, he might go for this one, actually. Wait, where's the mission controls? I hope that's just on my screen, because the mission controls aren't there. Wait, am I... No, I don't think there's mission control on this map, is there? Am I losing my mind here?
No, there isn't.
Okay, yeah, I was having a total brain fart. I thought this was tropical logging for a second. I forgot they removed those. I haven't played this in a while. Jeez. Alright. Okay, vehicle bay, vehicle bay. They're probably going to both move after that's complete. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get a field scout in there, actually. Because if you're going to go for a scout that early, I'm not sure why he went for the safe expansion. The safe bunker. This is the usual scout pattern for GDF. You go along the side where they have their TPC. It's usually safer. Yeah, so we'll go like diagonally across the Tempest field so we can see what he's got for an expansion. UnitX is going to scout with a Sentinel here. None of these guys going for the marking doctrine. I've been doing that a little bit lately to try to get some extra intel at the start, but they've both gone for the comms doctrine to get their harvesters some boost from the start. Both have their barracks. Actually, his barracks isn't with the harvesters, and he still went for the comms first, which is interesting. MCV move can vary slightly here. There's some, depending on which side you want to set up. It's really hard to place around these rocks, so it's kind of depends on what you want to do. But they go for somewhat identical. Yeah, Goldman does get a guy in here. That's what I was expecting from the first scout. Yeah, see, if he had the marking doctrine right now, he'd be getting like 10 intel from this for free. So Goldman goes vehicle bay first, so he can get pretty much when your harvester comes out, your refinery will be ready, so you're immediately mining on 2 harvesters. But UnitX actually goes for refinery before vehicle bay, so his second harvester will be a little late. I haven't done the math on this exactly, but I generally like going for vehicle bay first. Satellite already for UnitX. No satellite for Goldman. He likes to put in this barracks here to create a wall on the side and get some comms bonus and lock down that side pretty hard. It's really annoying dealing with this fortification at first. Okay, Goldman has the marking doctrine now, and he's gone for the second one on that tree also. Goldman's skipping fast development. especially since he's not going for 3 refinery, which is not really common on this map. Air tower for UnitX. I wonder what he's probably gonna go for peacekeepers. Oh, he changed his mind actually. I think Goldman scouted it, so maybe he's being tricky here with denying the scout. He saw Goldman saw it, so he canceled it to fake him out maybe, or maybe he's just trying to get this data core first to get some fast trebs. We saw how deadly trebs were in that first game versus Goldman, so if he's not expecting it, he's in trouble. Okay, he is gonna get data core also. He's gonna be a little bit behind. So if there's fast trebs coming, it's certainly going to be UnitX that gets them first. Goldman's definitely got the bigger army because of this tech though, so UnitX should definitely not be pushing too hard to this. If he loses his army, he's in trouble here. He's got to buy some, so he's got to buy some time for the trebs, but at the same time, you don't want to lose any units fighting, because all you want to do is stall the enemy. So if he gets away with this TPC for free, that's a pretty good kill, I'd say. That's one disadvantage for putting your MCV a little lower here. You don't really have anything up here to defend. It's kind of wide open over here. And you can get your TPC sniped just like that. UnitX is defending here, and he even put a guard tower, so his should be pretty safe. Yeah, Goldman's coming with his army. He knows he's got a slightly bigger army here. He's going to try to pressure. He's even got more harvesters, actually, which is interesting. Low power, though, so he's going to get a little bit delayed. Power back up. How are those trebs doing? Tempest pod just finished. Tempest pod is the one on the right. Drone pod is the one on the left, so he should be making trebs right now. Yeah, he's already got a turret up. This is going to be impossible for Goldman to break now. This just became a late game already. His data core isn't even done yet. What happened? He's going to be super behind on tech. So yeah, it's fine if he's a little bit in down on economy, because as long as you get trebs, like, your opponent just can't break you, especially on this map. So he'll be able to catch up in economy right now. That's why he's going for more refineries. He should know he's pretty safe. Still shouldn't throw too much of this army away, though. I don't see a reason to attack. There's not really any benefit for attacking at the moment. First treb is up. Does he have any comms for his army? No, neither guy has a specialist, actually. You can, if you actually put your mouse here, you can kind of see what specialist they got when you're hovering over this, but neither guy has one at the moment. Where is Goldman's satellite? Okay, he doesn't even have a pod, and UnitX just created his specialist pod. Especially without specialist pod, I would be sending in a comms org with this army. If you play it well, especially with the increased range from the comms doctrine, you can play it pretty safe and keep your army sustained well. He's also got, he can't afford it yet, but he's got a Tempest chaff going to be coming soon. Yeah, Peacekeeper's going to be good here. There's no shield maiden from either side. Neither of these guys like building shield maidens for some reason, so the air's going to have pretty free reign. I like the shield maidens even for just killing these drones here, because the armies, if you focus the drone with the shield maidens, then your actual army can focus on the units, and the shield maiden won't really have anything else to target, so. Not going to get that harvester, but this is a pretty deadly attack here. He's got his trebs set up. Yeah, it's like, even though he's got 30 more, 20 more supply, he just can't push these trebs. Waste a beacon there. Oh, he actually tried to get splash damage on his own army from that. Yeah, this is why scouting has become so much more important for GDF, because if you're not expecting trebs and you don't have them yourself, you're just going to be pretty in pain. Goldman does finally get his own though, so he might be able to hold this. So without this right tree, he's not going to be able to outrange them with his trebs, UnitX. But if you actually get this, if you go all the way down on the right tree, you can totally outrange everything with marking. I haven't tried. That's actually pretty smart with Peacekeepers, I think. They probably have pretty good vision, so they can spot for the trebs, because trebs actually shoot farther than their sight range, so... Oh, I think this is going to kill both trebs here. This is a really good Tempest artillery, actually. This is kind of what happens, though. Both the Tier 1 armies die, and all you're left with is trebs, so killing the trebs is pretty important. Yeah, the damage fall-off is pretty high when you go towards the outer edge of the radius, so this treb only takes half damage. But getting one is still worth it, I think. These buildings are now... Okay, he's going to see this and move. He should have time if he undeploys that. Nope. He's going to survive, though, yeah. Yeah, if he can kill these buildings right now, that's going to be pretty big, because this is his only comms, I believe. Yeah, neither guy has a specialist still. This is his only comms. I would target down this barracks pretty fast, to be honest. That's really going to hurt Goldman's defense here. Harvesters is also a good choice, though. That'll just completely shut him down if he gets a bunch of these. Yeah, killing... What's he got? He's already 4 up. Yeah, this is deadly. This is why it's so tough to defend this map, because if the opponent can siege up over here, there's like... You can't fight in this Tempest, so... It's really hard to outposition your opponent when they're sieging you like this. Yeah, I think this is going to be it. Even if Goldman survives here, he's going to be so behind on economy. All his harvesters are dead. Actually, all but one is dead. Yeah, GG. Yeah, that's pretty much the story. Faster trebs, didn't scout it. Late on his own trebs is Goldman, and couldn't survive the siege. Okay. What's going on here? Did Goldman load in? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, he's actually loaded in. Okay, in the top left, the green GDF now is UnitX. And on the bottom right, we've got the orange GDF is Goldman. I did a couple practice games with Munich on this map, and it gets pretty crazy. There's not a ton of resources, especially when you spawn from here. So, MCV move is pretty essential. Move it up here first. Then it pretty much becomes, you divide the map in half, like, vertically. So, one guy's going to get this mission control, the other guy's going to get this one, then you'll pretty much fight left to right. This is not really a good way to pressure that I've seen, but I don't know, maybe I'll see something different here. Definitely haven't been a lot of games played on this map, especially because it's a 2v2 map, but I think it's got some good potential for these games. So Goldman's sending a scout over to the left. He's going to try to see the timing for the mission control, at least, I would say. I don't think he's going to try to contest too hard. He'll probably just try to deny the engineer as long as possible. He's going to get this building too, yeah. In a 2v2 game, you want an engineer down here almost immediately, but you can't really afford to do that. And afford is in terms of actual cost, because you just don't have enough money to send an engineer at first. You don't have anything to defend it with. But I think it's still going to pay off in the long run. It'll still delay for a tiny bit. So Goldman's got all 4 buildings here in the center. So I think he'll have a pretty easy time. Oh, he actually is going pretty fast. Mission control. So he's going to not even move his MCV up here. sort of harder to expand over here because the radius doesn't give you a great placement at the start, so your refinery can only fit like here. It can't get right up to the field, especially not for this one. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go. So he actually even goes for it before the TPC, which is interesting. Yeah, this is probably the best way to do it. Put your vehicle bay first so you can get your refinery with enough build radius. UnitX is going to scout this, actually. Neither guy is moving their MCV to this field, actually. Maybe he'll do it after this power plant, but... Okay, I have seen this too, actually. You go for a satellite before expand. That does work on a couple maps. Have not tried it on this one yet, though. Yeah. Can't really do anything with those. Both buildings are captured, so he's not going to be able to break this for a while. He does have satellite, though. He should have a grenade up pretty soon. Yeah, he is going to move his MCV after the satellite, so that still makes sense to me. Goldman doesn't have satellite here, so I think if he puts it... Okay, he's going to go another vehicle bay. So that should give him pretty close. I don't think it's exactly on, but it should get him pretty close to this field, too. I've seen some guys go for this middle field pretty soon too, but it's usually not worth it because they're not really dense yet, so you gotta wait for these guys to grow and probably take this as your last expansion. Both of these fields are all three of these fields are pretty rich already, so it's definitely worth going to the side first. Oh, he puts a beacon down, that's crazy. He noticed he didn't move the MCV, and now he's sending a beacon down with some turrets. What does Goldman have? The answer is nothing. This could be deadly. He's not putting his guys in the bunker. This is craziness. I think this is going to work. So it looks like that's a disadvantage for going for this middle so fast. You got nothing at home to defend. I suppose Goldman even could have done that to him. Even though we expanded the middle, but yeah, this is crazy. I don't think he's got anything here. What are these? Okay, no, he's yeah, he might actually be able to defend this. These barracks are gonna be crazy though. Focus these lasers on the sentinels. Oh, he's killing the harvesters actually, that makes more sense, yeah. I would focus on the rest of that harvester, yeah. Oh, he's good. Oh, that's crazy. So he stunned the harvester while it was dropping off. So even the other harvesters can't get in. So his mining is pretty much zero from there at the moment. So this looks like it's going to get cleaned up, but that damage was pretty crazy still. He's even got the riots in this building. That's so crazy. He's going to kill it too. He's going to kill all of his harvesters. So yeah, Goldman's going to defend this, but he's still down harvesters by a lot now due to that. UnitX is just going economy behind this, and he looks like he's got riot drop coming in, so he's going to try to pressure this other expansion now probably. Goldman looks like he's going for a counterattack here. Or at least trying to stop UnitX in the middle. Yeah, he's running his drone ops as far back as possible because he knows he can't contest that riot ban at the moment. He's gonna have to hold near these buildings. Yeah, I don't think he's got any grenades. So I think he'll be able to hold this with these buildings. Air tower up for UnitX. Goldman's getting a satellite now. Peacekeeper up for UnitX. So yeah, he knows he's mostly got infantry, right? So there's not much to deter this Peacekeeper at the moment. This should be able to zone away the infantry while the Crowned Army goes to town on these buildings here. Yeah, Goldman knows he can't attack into this yet. This is going to be deadly. He's going for the main base again. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to defend. Might be a good idea. Okay, he might be flanking here. Let's see where he's going. Yeah, he's just going to send it. Goldman spent all his money on defensive buildings up here, so now he's got nothing at home to defend. MCV goes down, and that's going to be deadly. Don't lose all your drone ops to Goldman's army, though. You got to pay attention. Yep, good. Now Goldman's forced to engage, and it's even going to be too late. Doesn't matter. I think that's UnitX's. Yeah, no riot pod for Goldman yet, so that's going to be another riot van coming down. He chooses a comms rig in this game? That's crazy. He didn't have enough army. I don't know why he'd go comms rig now. Oh, he actually gets the repair bay down, but I don't think that's going to matter. UnitX has total control of the map. Even got a data core coming down, so... Peacekeeper's doing a great job for vision, so he knows exactly what Goldman has. Another MCV comes out, so he's going to try to get some barracks thrown down for comms, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, GG. That's going to be it. UnitX takes the series 3-1. Well played.